Hi there, I'm Dawn Monroe, and today I've got for you several different methods you can use to bring text together into a single cell in Microsoft Excel. I'll get right to it. So here I've got a spreadsheet, I've got some first names and last names, and let's say I want to bring these together into a single cell situation. The easiest way I'll show you first is to simply start the typing just as you would like to see it appear. In this case, I've added a space between the two words and I hit enter. If I wanted to keep typing that, Vincent, into my next one, it actually is going to go out and guess. This is called the flash fill. If I see this pop up, and this works best when I don't have any blank spaces and things in the middle of my data. If I just hit enter when I see those gray ones pop up, it will populate all the way down the column. That's amazing. That's a great tool. I'm going to undo a couple of these, and what if I just type the first one? They do have a tool on the ribbon you can go to for this. It's called Flash Fill. It's on the Data tab, and mine's nested in this little Data Tools group. It's got a lightning bolt on it. So there you see I'm on the one that I've typed. When I point at that, Control E is your keystroke if you like those, and then I'm going to just click it and it's going to populate down the rest of the column. So Flash Fill, that's a great way to do it. Now, if you were looking for a specific function to do this, you might want to play around with the one called Concatenate. The longer version of it, the old school version, is Concatenate fully spelled out, meaning join these pieces of text together. Or the shortened version we've had for a few years now is Concat. So I'm going to start typing Concat, and you can see those are the two options I have to join the different cells here. Now, you could use either one. If you happen to have an older spreadsheet that's still using Concatenate fully spelled out, it will continue to work. No worries, keep using it if that's what you like. In this case, I'm going to use the shorter version, and I do this a lot. I start typing the functions right in the cell. If you do this method, you can simply double click on the one you want to use and it will bring in that first parentheses for you. Or if you like keyboard, use the tab key and it will also activate that function and put in that first parentheses. So then I can just start clicking away at what I want to work on. In this case, and use my cheater out here to the right, that's how I'm going to build it. A2, comma, the next bit I need to put in there is actually the space. So I'm going to do a quote, space, quote. That puts the space between the two. And then adding in the B2 will complete it. Do you need to close the parentheses? No, it will do it for you. Just hit enter, or I love to use the check mark and drop it into the cell, and then I can simply fill it down. Now you also might like some of the another feature. I'm going to hit delete there and get rid of those. You don't even need to use a function name. You could simply join different cells using an ampersand. And so here I'll do equal this cell ampersand quote space quote ampersand. Whoops, typed the wrong one. There's the ampersand and the B2. And I've got it. I'm good to go. Again, dropping it in the cell and filling it down. I'm ready. They've added something that maybe you haven't played with yet, but this is a kind of fun one. It is called text join. So this one I'll do equal text join. And again, I will activate it. I'll do a double click there. What's the delimiter? That's the piece that we're putting in the middle. In my case, the space, but it could be a dash, it could be a comma, whatever you need. I'm going to do quote, space, quote, again, comma to separate me and move to the next piece of this function. Do I want to ignore empty cells or include them? In this case, I'm going to double click. I'll take the true to ignore any empty cells, and then I will put the comma and add the first piece of text, comma, the second piece of text, and however many I need. Again, I'm going to drop that right into the cell. I'll use the check mark, my favorite method, and then double click to fill that down. So, I hope you picked up a new method to join different cells together, and I hope one of these will work for your project today. Again, my name's Dawn Monroe, and be sure and subscribe.